Good evening. It is the 23rd of December right now, and I came across a video from Steve Harvey, and he was talking about how his kids Google everything. And he made the point of, there's a couple things you can't look up on Google. There's a couple things that you can't really get from Google. Because if you're of a certain age, of course, you understand that when you went to the library or you actually had to go to the library to get some knowledge and some learning, because we didn't have Google, you actually had to know how to use a card catalog. You actually had to know how to go look up a book, pick up said book, and read it. Now, he made the point of when he was talking to his kids about Google. There's two words we're going to talk about tonight, so I just want to give you the context. One is success, and one is experience. And as we go into our ag careers or our farm production careers or ranching careers, whichever your avenue or all three, we have a choice. All of us want success because that's the only way we can stay in business, and we want to achieve more. And most people, if they have families, of course, want to build that legacy and want to be able to pass it on to their children if their children are going to come back to the farm or ranch or ag business. But what does that look like? How do we achieve that? How do we put that solid foundation in place that is built of rock versus sand? Dwayne, great to have you on tonight. I think one of the first steps is we need to get away from the thought that we can Google everything or everything is a microwave achievable goal. We're starting to get lost in the ability of being able to just instantly get things and not have to work towards actual success. We don't want to build on our experience, but a lot of people keep having the same experience year after year after year. So instead of gaining 10, 20, 30, 40 years experience, they have 1 year experience that's repeated continually. And that is no way to achieve success either. We understand that when we want to get experience, we can get it one of two ways. We either do it the hard way, which is the way most of us seem to want to learn, through hard work and a lot of mistakes and a lot of financial indecisions and costing us a lot of money. Or we build our network. We attend events, even the unquality events maybe are something we can learn from. Aaron, that is a good one. I wasn't going to go to that movie, but since you brought it up, yes, Groundhog Day is an apt analogy for what a lot of producers are doing. They just keep having the same year every year. So, what prompted the thought process behind some of this before I came across that video today was I had a great discussion with a friend of mine. He's a very experienced farmer, a quality researcher, somebody that strives to figure out what works, what doesn't, and he completely thinks outside the box when it comes to trying to figure things out if they don't work. I mean, he could rest on his laurels for what he has achieved in his farming career. realistically. But yet, he takes the time to teach the people that want to learn, that ask the questions, so that he's passing on that knowledge so that we can short circuit some of the mistakes, expensive mistakes that he has made. And what prompted me to reach out to him, was that I have a grower I work with that we're trying to take his yields to the next level because he's kind of plateaued out. And to do that, we're going to have to make some adjustments. We're going to have to shift some thinking if we're going to break through that 220, 230 mark on a continual basis. And some of the things that my friend told me and kicked out some ideas to me were way outside my thinking. A couple things that I hadn't even remotely even considered. Jason, Malcolm, awesome for you to join this wonderful crew. If I know Jason and Aaron are probably getting blasted with snow. We're just getting blasted with wind, a few flurries, and a lot of cold. But I hope you guys are being safe up north. So, folks, we have to get out of this Google microwave thought society. We actually have to engage intellectually with people. I know that I had an awesome discussion with Malcolm the other day. Just a fantastic back and forth that actually got us both to thinking. I've had that discussion with Jason and Aaron, and I'm blessed to have a lot of people in my network that force me to actually think, force me to actually ask questions, and sometimes even to question myself, which there's nothing wrong with that. I think all of us should be at that point where when somebody puts forth a thought, we have to question ourselves. We actually have to think about it. And that's really the best way we can build our farming operations. That's the best way we can build our ranches, our ag businesses. And that's what we can do best for our customers if we are in ag retail. Because realistically, and I know I'm going to go off on a rabbit trail here, so hold with me. Realistically, that's what's wrong with agriculture at a corporate level now. We've forgotten that we serve the farmers. We serve the ranchers. Because without them staying in business, without them staying viable and having success and having positive experiences that build their legacy and build their family units, you're just trying to find a new customer every year. And folks, agriculture's always been built on relationships. That has been the fabric that has bound the independent souls that are involved in production agriculture. Is the ability of us to help each other when we need it. And sometimes before we even ask for it. Now, having said that, now we'll get to the second part of this program tonight. I want to thank each and everybody that I've had the honor and pleasure to work with this year, that I've had the honor to interact with and build a positive relationship with this year. And I want you to remember during this Christmas season that we have a lot to be thankful for, even in a year like this. That we need to reach out to those maybe that are even more or less fortunate than we are. And can we offer a helping hand to get them through this time and through the first part of the new year? Because all of us are rich in blessings compared to some people in this country, and especially in the world. So what can you do to help somebody else? Who can you reach out to anonymously assist a family in need, an individual that's going through a hard time because they're by themselves? What can you do to help others? Folks, like I said, I just publicly want to thank everybody that I've had the pleasure to come in contact with. It's been an honor to work with the people that I get to work with. Thank you. Everybody have a great evening. I am going to do a program tomorrow night. It's going to be something completely probably away from ag. It's probably going to be something just Christmas Eve, basically. And then I'm going to take 3 days off. So I'm going to take Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to myself. So I look forward to seeing each of you tomorrow night. And everybody stay warm if you're in a cold climate. And everybody definitely have a great evening.